work rate. Primarily, there is this one type of question which sometimes says that A can finish some job in 10 days, B takes 15 days to finish the same work. Then how many days will they take if they worked together? Then to answer such question, we always calculate the rate. The rate is the work done in unit time. Unit time here will be 1 day. So I start asking the questions like, in 1 day, how much work will A finish? And the answer should be 1/10 of the work. If A finishes a work in 10 days, then in 1 day A will finish 1/10 of the work. Similarly, if B finishes the entire work in 15 days, in 1 day B will finish 1/15th of the total work. That means if they are working together, 1/10 work will be done by A, 1/15th of the work will be done by B. So the total work done by them together will be 1/10 plus 1/15, which becomes 1/6. And now in the next row, we can say that 1/6 work can be done by them in 1 day. So the entire one work can be done by them in 6 days. That will be the answer of such questions. To answer the same question, there is also an alternative method. The alternative method basically talks about considering the work as several number of units. For example, if I consider that the total work is 30 units. Now the question is, where did this 30 come from? So to assume the work units, I have to take any common multiple of 10 and 15. That means the number of days or hours in which the work is being finished by them individually. So I assume, let's say that there are 30 work units in the entire work, which means I'm essentially assuming that A in 10 days is finishing 30 unit works. Then A in 1 day will finish how many units? 3 units. Similarly, B in 15 days is finishing 30 units, and with this assumption, B in 1 day will finish 2 units, which means together they will finish 5 unit work, and the total time that they'll take to finish the work, which means 30 units, will be 6 days. Now it's completely your discretion to opt one of the methods. If one asks me, I always recommend the most basic method because there is always less confusion. The secondary method, where it looks little more impressive, it's not that user friendly because the students don't get to practice it that much how much a faculty does, and therefore where it might not be any problem for the faculty to solve the question by both the methods, for the students it's always best to stick to the basic methods and then understand how exactly the functioning is happening in the entire question.